Hey guys, this is Jennifer from Beyond the Black, and you're listening to Interview Under Fire.
All right, everyone, we are here with another new episode of Interview Under Fire. This is your beloved host, Sunny, as always. And this time I have the pleasure to welcome back an individual with one of the more, let's be honest here, beautifully amazing voices in heavy metal today, and Jennifer Haben. It's an honor again. Always good to have you back here on IUF, Jennifer. Here we are, right? Kicking off 2023. I can't even believe I'm saying that word. I'm still getting used to saying the year. Kicking this year off in exciting fashion for you and the boys over at Beyond the Black with the release of your highly anticipated self-titled album, which just unleashed on January 13th through Nuclear Blast. Jennifer, let me begin by first, commending on all the well-deserved recognition this record has been getting so far. The fifth record now in this band's discography. So much to unravel about this and what you're all about. Before we get to everything and beyond, right? Let's digress. I've been talking so much. I'm so excited. It's been a minute, right? About 3 years since we last got together and talked about what we love about the music, right? First and foremost, how are you? I don't think I'm gonna ask you that. A lot has happened since that dreaded 2020. I feel like we got to catch up. I get PTSD when thinking about that wild year and how crazy that year was. Have you had the chance to just take this all in, because you guys have been on these exciting tours in this last year? Maybe even take this moment, reflect. This is gonna be a reflective conversation here. How are you? I'm gonna give
I'm great.
I'm talking so much. It's like morning here in Dallas. I'm hyped up on coffee, and Jennifer's like, oh my
I can totally understand. It's 4. How? Yeah, I think 4. But it's very good to really have a moment to talk about this album, because we have finished this album half a year ago, so it's finally out there, and we're so happy, and because we're also super proud of this album, and also having the opportunity to go on stage again with a normal crowd that can drink beer together and all of that stuff. That is really just amazing. And the whole year, last year, was just incredible. We all were so thankful for being on stage again and doing what we love. So having somehow the most intense part of my life, I think.
I remember you were telling me when we last spoke with the pandemic and all, you guys were I think you guys were one of the first bands to do it. You guys did that live show with people in their cars, and isn't it weird? You pretty much got the whole spiel. Like, you got to see what it felt like when you were engaging with fans, but they were kind of just it had to be in a distance. People were in the cars. We kind of did the same thing in Dallas, I think a month after I interviewed you last time, because Metallica did the live streaming event. That was insane. But it's quite the challenge to get through what we got through in those recent times. And aside from the music, Jennifer, here's the thing. I'm always intrigued to hear about other aspects of an artist's life that potentially feed into their creativity and personality. You dropped an album in 2020. That's not easy to do. That's not easy at all, because the pandemic happened. We didn't know what was going to happen. And Horizons was a critically acclaimed. I still love that album. Human's actually one of my favorite songs on that album. And I know staying busy during the pandemic was an important thing, but Jennifer, aside from the music, did that time, right, staying at home and now that we're out in the open, did it open up new things for you that you may not have discovered before about yourself? Something that maybe doesn't involve music. Like I tell this a lot. I took up baking. I never baked in my entire life. And now I know how to bake cookies now, thanks to my sister. Shout out to her. But
I did the same thing.
Did you really?
I was also baking. I had some kind of a beyond the baking.
Oh my god! Did you like copyright that? Oh my god, that's amazing. Like, can you imagine like going live with Jennifer Haben beyond the baking? You got to patent that. Like, what did you? How did that start?
I did this.
What did you
That was
bake? Tell
so
me about it
cool.
if you can. Like, what did you bake? Like, something that you'll never bake again, something you love to do. It was just
I loved everything. I also did a Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte. I don't know if you know that, but
I
it's a really big cake
I just know
with
it's German. Oh wait, is it like the thing I hear a lot? You probably have to correct me on this. German chocolate cake. Is it
yeah.
actually okay?
It's not really chocolate. It's
I thought that too.
with cherries in it, and also the white. I don't know how to describe it in English, to be honest. But it's a
I love
tart.
it.
So yeah, it's. I needed like 5 hours to do it. So, but I really wanted to do it, and I did it like twice or three times.
That's so
And
awesome.
yeah, that's so cool. And I had so much time to do that during the pandemic, and it was great. But yeah, at the moment, I'm not baking at all.
That's
At my
okay.
fault.
You're busy making
But
albums, all right? It's I always like
yeah,
to ask about that. It's always interesting. Also something that I do know. I know your fans would love to hear about this. You're a gamer, right? I'm also a gamer. Tell me about this. Like how's the gaming life? What have you been playing lately? I don't know if you had a chance to share this lately, but I know you are. We didn't get a chance to talk about it last time, but Jesus, like all these games are coming out. There's a PS5 now. There's a PlayStation 5. When
yeah.
we talked, there wasn't a PlayStation 5. So how's that life going? Do you have one? What games are you playing? Uh give me the whole deal right now.
I don't have a PlayStation 5, but
Me
I
me
want to
neither.
have
I still
one.
yeah.
I have a Switch. So
I need to get a Switch. The Switch was one of the platforms that were just they're still sold out, I feel like. Just like PS5s. And I still have my PS4, don't worry. I still play it every now and then. But
I have PS4 as well. So
yeah.
it works.
What do you got going on the Switch right now?
I have one that is called uh
Drum
something with tales,
roll.
a
Wait,
book
is it
of, I don't know, unwritten tales, book of
it's
unwritten
not
tales.
a Zelda game, is it?
No, it's not,
Okay,
but
okay.
you have to find things out, and something like this. It's more a relaxing thing. I'm more like playing these things that I'm more relaxed, not like not a
Special.
lot of
Okay,
fighting.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like play. I don't know if you heard this game that dropped last year, Elden Ring. Oh my god! So I picked up
Oh
Elden
yeah.
Ring, and I'm telling
Mm-hmm.
you right now, I had to like hide it away because
Oh.
that was one of the games where I would play 15 hours and I accomplished absolutely nothing. And it was so stressful. And a lot of these artists, when they come through Dallas here, they would tell me, yeah, they have their Switch when I'm playing it on tour. Do you bring your Switch with you on the road?
Yeah.
So you can play? Okay, so that's cool.
Oh yeah.
When you're on the
Yeah.
road. And one of the things that makes Beyond the Black, right? This I love this because it's the live presence because we're transitioning now. And you guys did that European tour alongside
Mm-hmm.
Amaranth and Ad Infinitum and Butcher Babies, I believe. You got these
Yeah.
you know festivals like these lineup festivals coming up here in the summer. Vakken coming up this year. You're gonna be playing
Mm-hmm.
Vakken. I asked you a version of this last time, and you told me how it was just there was a sense of being grateful about being in the live setting, right? Considering how much touring is going on, would you
Mm-hmm.
say you have a newfound appreciation of the live concert experience? I know if you ask like someone like me, yeah, I'm trying to go as many shows as I can these days, because
Mm-hmm.
this is something that
It's the
was stripped
same with
away from
me.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the same with me. I never was at so many concerts on private. So
yeah.
I'm also going to concerts and also playing as much as I can. So yeah, that we have this live music again and that we can be together with other people. And this is all still so precious. And I hope that we can continue on seeing it like this,
Yeah.
and for a long time. And I know that we're yeah, people are trying to go back to normal and routine and all of that stuff comes there, but in the end I hope that we still know that we didn't have that for a long time, so that we can still be thankful for everything.
And I know I'm just being a fan here, but man, when I saw that lineup with you and Amaranth and Ad Infinitum and much love to all those bands, they've all been on our show. I was like, are they coming to the States? Are they coming to the States? And then I saw the line. I was like, oh, shoot. But I'm glad that tour went so well. So here's hoping this is something you guys can do in the future down here here in the United States. Would love to see you guys. You guys. I mean, and speaking of which, let's get to that self-titled album. Just dropped on January 13th on Nuclear Blast Records, Jennifer. Fifth album, right? And here's the Nuclear Blast Records. Here's the thing. This marks your first release under them. Also, I want to make a note of that, which also makes you label mates alongside bands just I mentioned, Adam Finitum and Amaranth, because they're also a Nuclear Blast. But then bands like Eluvati and Die Artist Murder, Comeback Kid, like the list goes on and on and on. What's this like? Kicking off this this new chapter of the band, really, of Beyond the Black, with such a renowned label with Nuclear Blast.
It's just amazing, because I don't know if you know, but since the beginning of Beyond the Black, we were working with Universal in the German-speaking area. This was our main team, and we also had like Napalm Records and all of that stuff in addition for the rest of the world. But we always basically were working with our German team, and now it's the first time that we changed the team completely, so it feels like a new start. And I with 28 now, I feel much more comfortable in knowing what I can do and what I'm not very good in. So this is very good to start from zero, and now having the space that I want, or that we want, for the new start. And sometimes it's a bit difficult if a team is growing and growing to really have every role as it's growing themselves. I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying, but in the end, having a new start sometimes is really good to have. So with this new team with Nuclear Blast, they're all like kind of nerds.
That's a good thing. I love those people that are Nuclear
cool.
Blast. Like you're working with some amazing people, by the way. So I've worked with them for the last
That is
couple of
so
years.
cool.
Isn't
We're
right?
doing an AR filter, we're doing a mini game, we're doing some really nerdy stuff in the new music videos. We're also combining my love to cosplay, so with the music. So this is all much more nerdy than we ever were. So I really love it.
Just wait, you're just getting started. It gets nerdier than this, and it's gonna be it's so awesome. I feel like it's the perfect fit for you guys. And this is now, if you have a drink anywhere, please feel free to take a sip, because I have a lot to say right now. Because this album, I thought it was just an amazing follow up to 2020's Horizons, like I just mentioned. I'm gonna throw some numbers at you, Jennifer. Okay, here's the thing, because your debut album, right? And like I said, I've been following you guys for a while. Songs of Love and Dead. That's your debut album. You got a Metal Hammer Award for best debut. Okay, that's the first album. Second album, Lost and Forever. You entered the German charts at number 4, if I'm not mistaken. And then Heart of the Hurricane came around, and then I feel like that album got you guys on the map with all these headlining tours. And then Horizons came out, and that entered the German charts at number 3. And to this day, it marks your most successful album. Of course, we're 2 weeks removed from this album, so who knows? We'll see. But now here you are, right? This is what I'm building up to. New album, new year, new chapter for the band, like we just talked about. When you hear success like that, Jennifer, like the numbers that I just threw at you, did you sense, I don't know if you pay attention to things like that, do you sense any pressure for you when you decide to sit down and write again for a new album, or even just a follow-up? Because what goes on in that head of yours? I know we're all nerds and stuff. Like I'm a nerd with like numbers. Like, when I like, do you get unfazed by you know what, that's fine, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm gonna do, like, because it's building and building and building. You guys are just you guys are making a name for yourself. That headlining tour you guys just did, that's amazing. So a lot to say about that. I know it's a very loaded question, but pressure, do you feel that?
Not always.
I think we need the wings for this.
No, for me, it's when I'm writing songs, I just want to have a great song in the end, and that doesn't really, or it's not necessary to have a 2 in the charts or something or whatever. I just want to have a good song, and if I'm convinced that it's a good song, I'm totally fine, So I think I don't really think about charts or anything till the week when it's coming to that charts.
Yeah.
then I can really feel the pressure.
You can't help but look at the charts like, all right, how are we doing?
Yeah. When I was talking about this and the album before this week, I said, oh no, I don't care about the charts. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. But
Yeah.
then I was feeling it in this week. And I said, oh, fuck, I really want to be up there.
And
Okay, I lied. I'm sorry. It's also important for me during that week, but after that, it's totally fine as well. Whatever comes out with the charts, I know that in the end, it's important how many people are there singing with you and being in front of the stage and yeah, sharing these moments. That is the most important thing. So yeah, and I hope that the people that are listening to the new album are now convinced to come to a show. That would be great.
and songs like, and now let me case in point here, from songs like Is There Anybody Out There to Winter Is Coming, which by the way I can think of nothing but Game of Thrones. And if you're watching if you're watching House of Dragon like me, you'll know what I'm talking about. Great show.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, great show.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Dancing in the Dark, and then all the way to I Remember Dying. I think you guys as a unit have finally arrived, because the thing is, symphonic metal, rock even can be I feel like it can be a tough genre to keep things fresh over the years, and you've done that. I went back and listened to the catalog, your Beyond the Blacks catalog. It's as if each album, Jennifer, was like a layer added onto Beyond the Blacks sound. This new album, the Drowning Pan. What I really loved also, how short this album was. I don't know if that's the thing that you kept in mind when you guys were recording, but this is your shortest album, and it was over in a blink. The drumming patterns and the rhythmic sections, those memorable riffs and solos of these creative arrangements you got going on, and your vocals. Hello, I mean, you went above and beyond on this record. I thought you did amazing on Horizons, but holy shit, this one. And Jennifer, you've seen the lineup changes, right, over the years, and yet you still kept this afloat and evolved this band and the band's sound into what it is today. Again, what's also cool is because of that, your fan base grew, because your genre changed. You brought all these new fans in, new fans. Do you feel like the band is at its best it's ever been? Because you even said this album, if I'm not mistaken, is the epitome of Beyond the Black.
A what?
This album is the epitome of Beyond the Black.
Yeah.
Did you say that? Somebody said it.
I don't know that word, but it sounds great. Yeah.
That's at the. It's at the top. We're like a bunch of nerds trying to. Let's get a dictionary now. We gotta look at. Yeah. How do you feel? The question was like, do you feel the band is at its best it's ever been? Because I feel like it is. Yeah.
I got that, but I didn't know the word either. So why should I say yes?
I'm telling you. Yeah. Okay. We got to do the wings next time. I swear.
Yeah. No, it's totally fine. Yeah, I think we wouldn't have named the album Beyond the Black if we wouldn't be convinced that this is the best version of ourselves. So yeah, so we combined a lot of stuff that we did before, but always wanted to grab the base of Beyond the Black, and also lyrical wise, I think we really got everything together that Beyond the Black is. So yeah,
and because I was thinking about like the time length of the album, every song was like straight to the point too. It never overstayed its welcome. It was such a like I kept hitting the replay button. It was over. Like I think I listened to it maybe 3 times last night, and it was just kept going over and over and throughout the whole week, really. But
that's so cool.
and here's the thing: you're a vocalist, all right? So I don't think I asked you this last time, but I wonder what are if you have a chance to talk about it, your personal influences, because you have this range. I feel like it's unmatched. Maybe Elise from Amaranth and Melissa of Ad Infinitum may have something to say about it, because I know I'm a great singer. They're great singers, but you have a different way of like hitting those pitches. Who were your personal influences? Like, is it a set of people that, I mean, whether they're music or related or not? I don't know if you have a chance to talk about it in the past, but I wonder for someone like you who's been at this for as long as you have.
I have to say that I never really had some kind of these role models. I know that when I was younger, I was impressed by voices like Whitney Houston more because it was more of the pop side in this time. But also it was much more important for me to really hear attitude. you know. So this is what I'm always working on. Freddie Mercury is the best in vocals, in my opinion, because he's just killing it
Yeah,
every single
he hits
note.
you like right here, you
So,
know?
and this is definitely what I'm always looking up to, and trying to, just not singing perfect, just hitting more attitude and more attitude. And this is what I'm working on. And
I wonder how
that's
many songs didn't make the cut on this album. How many songs did you have to just throw away? You know, because there's 10 songs on this
some.
album. Do a B-sides if you ever do something like that. That'd be
No.
amazing. Because I'm thinking about, I wondered like, because there's 10 songs and it's very simple and it's so like, and you did such a creative way too. Because I know there's songs that sometimes don't make the album. I know sometimes it's hard to choose. Even the I feel like each song also complemented the other. Like the flow of this album was just, it took you on this ride, and then the way you close this album, it was such an emotional way,
Thank you so much.
so
This is very important for me, by the way. How the track list is. This is always what I'm doing myself, and nobody can say anything about it.
And here's the thing. So and I love that you said that, because I'm a film buff. So I went to film school years ago, and when it comes to like telling a story, and it was like you're telling a story. You're taking the listener, or the viewer, in other words, on this journey, and you go to this close that it's like that's deep breath at the end of the album. It's insane. I love how we started this year off with an album like yours, because we got a whole 11 months left, and I doubt this is going to be on. It shouldn't be not on anyone's list. Like, this should be on a top 10 list by the time this year ends. We'll come back to that, but I love that you mentioned Freddie Mercury and Whitney Houston, because those are actually, I grew up with those sounds too. So it's very interesting that you said that. And between writing and then structuring the songs and the even the production process, right? Keep all this in mind as I ask you this part, because I was very intrigued about this, the lyricism throughout this album, right, Jennifer? Because the majority of Beyond the Black's records, deal with emotion, right? They deal with hope, even inner struggles, love. You mentioned how Dancing in the Dark is about taking the choice to not give in when it's getting tough, and to fight for yourself. Yeah. And I asked you your version of this last time, but also began to think about the tangibles of a theme or a message to your music. Like, how important are themes to you, Jennifer? Like, is that a big component to songwriting for a band like Beyond the Black?
Of course. Just first of all, just that I have to get a train very soon.
Oh no!
So
let's get you on the train.
Yeah, that I have to leave in a minute.
Okay. We got to get you on the train.
Okay.
But anyway, I want to thank you so much. Sorry about that. I forgot we've been talking like half an hour already. But like I said, I got to get you back on here. We'll do the Wings interview next time. But do you have any like last words, Jennifer? Just anything you'd like to plug in or mention?
I'm so sorry for cutting this, but
it's
I really have to.
That never happened before. That's the first time on the show. I got to catch a train in a minute. Oh, holy crap. Okay. But any last words you want to say before we finish things off here?
Just want to say thank you so much for your support and for this fun interview, and and hope that we see each other very soon. Maybe we can have a second interview or something to finish this or something, but I really have to catch up right now.
Oh hell yeah, you bet I will. Let's stay in touch on the socials, Jennifer, and I'll keep you posted once this episode drops. Everyone listening, this is the amazing Jennifer Haben. I want to thank her again for coming back onto our show. It's always great to have you on here. We've had some great conversations. Their self-titled album is out now on Nuclear Blast Records. Pick it up, buy the album. Do me and Jennifer a favor, buy the album, because it helps the bands. And listen to this podcast on all major podcast streams out there. You can check us out on interviewunderfire.com. You can see I'm talking really fast. I'm gonna wrap it up. Jennifer, we're nerds here. Jennifer, much love from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Nothing but the best for you and the band from here on out. Have a great year. I'll see you down the road, hopefully in Dallas, Texas. All right, let's keep in touch. All right. Much love.
Yeah, see ya. Bye-bye.
All right. Let's do a little heart before we finish things up. All right. Bye, Jennifer.
Bye. Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to Interview Under Fire podcast. If you guys liked what you heard, please subscribe and share our channel. And please leave a 5-star review, as that helps us tremendously. If you'd like to check out more, visit www.interviewunderfire.com or our social media channels on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And finally, we want to thank you all for the support you've been giving us. Keep it burning.